Hello people, it's your boy Osman back again with another transfer update. Yes, not good news, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. First and foremost, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Getting very close to 200 subscribers. Drop a like, all that good stuff. I appreciate all the support and all the comments, keep them coming. But as I have said, not good news by the looks of it. Looks like Adrien Rabiot, I don't know where I got Adrien from. Adrien Rabiot is looking likely to be heading to Juventus, which means another person that Manchester United is interested in signing is basically saying, no, I'm not coming here, I'm going to Juventus. Basically, it's similar to Delay. Didn't really think we would get Delay. Nevertheless, I thought we did have a chance of Rabiot. But can you blame him? Let's be honest with you. Or let's be honest, in general, can you blame Rabiot for going to Juventus? Juventus have got some of the best players in the world. Currently, obviously, Ronaldo is there. De Ligt looks like he's destined for Juventus. They've already signed Ramsey. They got Dybala. They got Benedetski. The list is endless. There's so much quality in that team. He's going to join a team that potentially can be, challenging for a Champions League. Of course, they're likely to win the league like they've done in the last 8 years. And, Manchester United don't offer that kind of thing at the moment. Who knows how long it's going to be until Manchester United get back to where they belong, so to speak. But yeah, the other person, who has basically snubbed Manchester United, this is again rumours, but it's starting to really give me a negative sort of vibe regarding Ed Woodward and the sort of manner in which we are trying to progress in this transfer window. It's just interesting basically because Fernandes is somebody that Man United have been after for quite a while now, but it looks like we don't want to pay the money basically. Similar to some of the other players that we have been linked with, it looks like we are not interested in paying the asking fee that Sporting Lisbon have quoted, which I can see is as understandable, but we have the similar situation with Wan-Bissaka. They're wanting 50 million from him and we're still pissing about giving him 45 million add-ons, 49 million add-ons. Just give him the money. So it's starting to make me think, have we not actually got money to spend, or we penny pinching? Which one is it? I'm starting to actually think it's the latter and that we haven't actually got money to spend in the summer, because what else could it be? You can't be telling me that Manchester United, a team that is desperate for players, let's be honest with you, we are desperate. We need to rebuild, and we need to get the players in quickly because pre-season is going to start very soon, and we are pissing about over 5 million on Wan-Bissaka. And now it sounds like we're pissing about over like 5 million with Fernandes, or 10 million, whatever it may be. Apparently, we want to pay 60 million max, and they're asking for 70 million euros, so 60 million euros, sorry, and they're asking for 70 million euros, which works out to about 7.5 million, which isn't a lot of money given how much money we make and how much quality this player's got. That could definitely bolster our goal scoring threat. Let's just be honest, what the hell are we doing? Honestly, look, it's June 25th now. It's going to be July in a week. This time next week is July. We've got, 6 weeks until our first game of the season, practically. In 6 weeks' time, we're going to be talking about our game against Chelsea. Let that just sink in. In 6 weeks' time, and we've basically signed nobody. No disrespect to Daniel James whatsoever, but let's be honest, he's not really a signing, is he? He's just like a punt. Like you're hoping he comes good. He's 15 million. He's a win-win because obviously it's not a lot of money. We're not really gonna lose out on much if he doesn't work out, and if he does work out, of course, we're buzzing. But it's a punt. It's He's got a lot of potential, but that's in the Championship. He hasn't done it in the Premier League, so we don't really know what to expect from him. You can't class that as a signing, and on top of that, he's in a position that we don't actually need. He predominantly plays on the left wing. Yes, he can play on both sides, but it's not really solving any of the issues that we had from last season. So in my opinion, we haven't even made a signing yet. And I know people are going to say, Usman, relax, other teams haven't made a signing. But honestly, I couldn't give a shit about the teams. All I care about is Manchester United, and we have to make signings. We are pissing about and taking too long. I'll give Ed Woodward the bit of benefit of the doubt because there has been a lot of competition, such as the Copa America. Of course, a lot of players on holiday. We had the Nations League, or whatever it's called, what England were in, and then now we've kind of got the under-21. So there is a lot going on. So potentially that could be a reason why people aren't really letting anyone go, because they can't really replace them right now, because obviously players aren't available to negotiate medicals, that kind of thing, which is why the Wan-Bissaka deal has been faltering, because he was away on international duty, so he will be back soon. So hopefully that will be tied up in this week. But let's make no mistake about it, the signs are not good at all. A lot of the reports are coming out that Manchester United are not willing to pay a certain amount of money. Look, I agree with some instances such as say like the Maguire one, we should be paying stupid money for Maguire, but this Wan-Bissaka one is literally starting to make me think, have we just not got any money to spend this summer? And also the Fernandes one, don't get me wrong, if we don't buy him, I'm not gonna be disappointed if we go out and buy Dembele and we go out and buy an Ndidi or someone of real quality. I wanted Rabiot, as you guys know. I wanted Rabiot, I wanted Dembele, I wanted Pogba as my midfield three. But Rabiot looks like he's heading for Juventus, so that's one off the list. Please go out and get Dembele. A bit of update, it's on Sky Sports, so again, like I would say, it's up to you how much you think that's credible. But Sky Sports have come out, in fact no, the Lyon president actually has come out and said Dembele has had a transfer request, basically saying, come and buy me. Whoever wants me, come and buy me. Why the flip are we not all over that? I swear to God, if we don't go for Dembele, right? Okay, fair enough if he snubs us and goes to another team. I'll accept that because I'm a realistic fan and I know we aren't at the peak of our powers at the moment, so I'm not going to get upset about that. But we need to have our name in the hat, or otherwise I'm not going to be happy. He's exactly what we need. We need a box-to-box midfielder. He would be perfect. And alongside him, if you got an Ndidi, we got a brilliant midfield three there. So for me personally, go for Dembele. Yes, I'm upset about Rabiot going to Juventus. I know that's not confirmed, but it looks likely because Marzio said it. So he's a very credible source, as we all know. Main person in Italy, Sky Italia, that kind of thing. And looks like the Fernandes one again. That's not the most credible source, I've got to be honest. But it's still quite a lot of rumours are saying similar things. So it leads me to believe that there is some truth in there. Nevertheless, go and buy Dembele. Don't piss about. Buy Ndidi. Just get the job done. 40 million for Ndidi, about 60 million for Dembele. That's 100 million on midfield, right? And it's fixed if we keep Pogba. If we sell Pogba, we're gonna get a lot of money for him. So then we can use that money and basically put it back into the team. So that wouldn't be a disaster. But this bullshit about, oh, we need to see what Pogba's doing. Why do we need to see what Pogba's doing? We need two midfielders. We need to replace Herrera. Matic for me needs to replace it, and we hadn't even replaced Fellaini. So that's three players right there that need replacing. Two of them that have left and one who's basically past it. So nevertheless, if Pogba stays or goes, buy two midfielders. It's simple as that. Let's cut the bullshit. Get it bloody done. We've got 6 weeks until the start of the season. We haven't got time to be pissing about. If we don't make the signings, we're basically fighting for 8th. Let's not chat shit. And all of you that are new, I work for Sheffield United, hence the kit. No, I do not support them. Of course, I support Manchester United. Apart from that, if you're new here, feel free to let me know what you guys would do. How do you feel about the Rabiot situation? Would you go for Dembele? Do you think he's the person that we need to replace Herrera? For me, it's an absolute flipping no-brainer. And also, how do you feel about Fernandes' situation? Do you actually think my theory is correct? We don't actually have as much money as we initially thought, because I'm starting to get the impression that that is the case, because it seems that they are really looking at each price tag and saying, okay, if we spend 70 million on Fernandes, for example, and 50 on Wan-Bissaka, that's 120, and we've only got 200 to spend, and what we can do with those 80 million. That's what my thought process currently is. Also, Lukaku, just a quick update on that, is agent has just come out literally today in the last 30 minutes or so. I said Lukaku, he's basically open, said Lukaku is leaving. He wants a dream move to Inter Milan. We already knew that anyways, but it's good to get that sort of confirmation from his agent. It's in black and white now. It's an absolute fact. I have no problem with that. Fair play to Lukaku. He's been very respectful, and it is what it is. I'm not going to say it's a flop, but he doesn't suit what we are trying to achieve. Well, hopefully what we're trying to achieve in the coming months, football style wise anyways, what I'm referring to. Yeah, so sell him. Just get rid of him. But in saying that, we need to make sure we get the right money. Inter Milan did us over with the price HD. They were not barter on the 5 million. We were offering them 40 and they wanted 45 to 48 million, whatever it was. They wouldn't give us it. They wouldn't give it for 40. So don't be pissing about giving them any discounts. I don't give a shit. I'd rather Lukaku stay on our bench than them taking the piss out of us and getting a cheap deal. No chance. Anyways, that has been your update. As you can tell, I'm a bit frustrated, I've got to be honest, but as every Man United fan will be right now, quite a lot to go, quite a lot that I've spoken about. Just a quick summary. What are your thoughts on Rabiot going to Juve and you're not coming to Man United? Thoughts on Fernandes? Are we haggling too much, or should we just pay the money? Thoughts on Wan-Bissaka? I can imagine everyone's just pissed off about that, but I think that's going to be done. Also thoughts I think I've said it, and Dembele, and obviously him putting his contract out, basically transfer request. And obviously, lastly, thoughts on Lukaku. Any other players that you want me to talk about, feel free to let me know in the comment section. Lozano has been mentioned a few times. We'll potentially mention him. Obviously, Nicolas Pepe was yesterday's video. If you haven't seen that, there's a bit of an update on that as well. Manisa, like I said, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Help a brother get to 200. Drop a like. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.